What's up, Kajudo Duel Masters? Poji Force here, bringing you a video
I don't
duel
want to put anything
from
on
our
Duel,
four-man double elimination
and
tournament
this is to see who goes
on
up
the
against me for
12th of
finals.
May. This is Nick
One
on the
first
left,
play.
Nick Gray, and on the right, Jacob Leonard,
Mine as well.
facing off for the
Just to
right to
see Colin.
face me in top two.
Yeah.
I'm just
Nick and
expecting
Jacob are both
a
1 and
pretty
1.
simple match.
Yeah. And then it's
Nathan had been eliminated 0-2, and I was 2-0 undefeated. So these two guys are playing off to see who'd get to play me in the
well,
finals.
also it didn't help. I
Nick was
started off
running
with
Birds and Bottles, also known as Greed Dragons,
that are two hearts, which
and
is
Yeah.
Jacob was running Blurple.
traders, and then I had two hands in
So
my hand.
this was a pretty fun match. A lot of interesting plays on both sides. Let's get started here.
I'm
Nick
not
throws an
upset.
Orion in mana,
There's nothing I can do about that. But the fact that I did not see a single Bone Blades or Terror Pit
and he throws a Dark Scaradorble in mana.
or Storm Spark, for that matter. So it's like, what do you do?
There goes Nick with the turn 2 Lux.
Carl made second. He didn't get a pay trip, but he is getting a trip, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Who made first?
Some
Jere or something like that.
Gerard.
Gerard or something like
Gerard.
that. No, it wasn't
Gerard.
Gerard.
It was like Jaro.
In the background, we're discussing the
No,
top
it
two
wasn't
of
maybe- there was maybe
KMC's
like
Wisconsin.
something like that.
Was Jera, I think was it was pronounced. And Carl Michoto. Congratulations to him for his invite, by the way.
I'll go ahead and tear it.
Hits the Terra Pit with the Lux.
Yeah. Migo?
And if I recall, Jacob had some really amazing shields this game.
Oh, I put quite a lot of salt in that wound on the dojo.
Because
A
there's
lot
like,
of salt.
because
And
everyone
then I
was
saw
like,
all the comments regarding me.
because
We
everyone
were
was
just messing around.
No,
And
shit
there's the
pissed me off
Cyber
because
Sprite.
I did work for my freaking invite.
True. Go
because
ahead.
everyone was expecting Christian and
I'm-
Carl the top two, and Carl
I'm
did,
getting
but
tired
Christian
of it.
didn't.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Nick doing nothing on his fourth turn.
Dice.
Can we borrow yours,
Yeah,
Nick?
there's some in there. 3.
Sure, I'll take that 12.
I haven't said a mana, right? No, I have not.
Alright, so I guess I don't get to go first.
First one's
Three.
Around?
Fruit trap, go.
Going for the Neuron play, breaking a shield.
I'll draw.
Drawing a card.
Go ahead.
Tornado fire.
Jacob had a really great start,
Charge.
but Nick is known for being one lucky son of a gun when it comes to Bottle of Wishes.
Actually, that doesn't suck.
I run this one.
Okay. I'm not worried about this one. You'll see why.
Go.
You got the smoke in hand.
Church Keeper. Spark Cage.
You're digging, huh?
Go ahead. My hand is bad.
This is our Bone Blaze.
Getting an Orion,
God damn it. But that doesn't really matter.
big dragon, pretty threatening.
It'll matter when you kill him, though.
Yeah, true. My go?
Yeah.
Shield.
Crystal Mermaid.
Alright. Draw. 2.
Go.
Instead of going in with the
Another neuron. Break one shield.
goes in with the neurons instead.
That would have been amazing.
Unfortunately, hits a Terra Pit on Nick's side of the field.
That's
Kind of surprised he didn't death smoke the Orion and just deal with it right then and there.
neuron's dead. At least I got 3 shields. I'm happy. Or 2 shields. For now. Why are you buying Pokemon?
Charge of Death Smoke.
And Nick plays another Bottle of Wishes.
Summon the Glimhollow. Go ahead.
And he gets an Issel.
My life.
It just combos perfectly with Orion in most standard plays. Killing the Neuron with the Orion.
Take your puppet.
3.
Jacob digging for some cards to hopefully help him out here.
Take the break.
Plays the logo scan, doesn't have anything else he can do, and passes to Nick.
How many shields is that? That's 4?
Shield.
I mean, what?
No, I was just thinking to myself. Go ahead.
Probably gonna death smoke the puppet because it's the only thing that can actually kill your Gloom Hollow.
Yep.
Nick throws down a Lux to protect his dragons. And goes in. Hits a Terra Pit.
Terror hit one of them.
Stops it with the Lux.
Yeah.
Goes in with the other dragon.
Also, yeah.
Hits another Terra Pit.
Terror hit Thistle.
Which means that Jacob had all 3 Terra Pits in his shields.
Can I go?
So that's some really amazing shields right there.
That worked.
Yep.
And then he had 2 Neurons. Just a really great hand, really great shields. Still in a losing position.
For this, +5.
Actually,
Alright.
And then 1.
Alright. Hang on. His effect kicks.
Yeah.
And then Orion
What happened?
gets him another Orion and a Lux, which wins him the game.
So false.
Which just goes to show that Nick won with absolutely no skill on his part because
At least I cleared your field.
all of his big creatures came from Bottle of Wishes. I can kind of sympathize with Christian's tweet about Bottle probably deserving to be banned because it's just a no skill card and it got Nick in a winning position there with no skill on his own. Jacob had the superior shields, the superior hand, but Nick apparently had the superior luck, both with the bottles
All light.
and with the Orion flip off the top, giving him the creatures he needed to win. Technically, those creatures were supposed to come out before
First.
the Cyber Sprite even saw play, but
That's what I do. It makes it.
in the end, it wouldn't have mattered because Nick would have had 2 creatures to his 1 blocker. So that's the first game. Nick just finally getting that bottle luck he's kind of famous for.
Yeah.
Nick's taking on the moniker Luck Sack King, and it's starting to seem quite appropriate in this situation.
Except they had luck.
Shatter and Rama.
Yeah.
If I hadn't had luck, you would have still had 2 shields.
So they're shuffling up for game 2.
Save yet.
Double break, tap.
Yeah, this game's pretty mature.
In a new way, that kind of helped me out, because that way Infernus isn't vulnerable to death spell. He has to use a pit to get rid of it.
We are keeping Furnace tapped.
Alright.
Kill the Unchained. Good.
And here we are starting game 2. Jacob going first,
3. 2.
Shatter.
starting with the logo scan.
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
That's game.
Draw. Oh, that's cool there. Boom.
2.
This time Jacob with the 2
I
drop.
seem to play Dark Saber Bolt really well.
It's an easy deck to play really well.
Go ahead. Kind of like Burple, it's on auto ride.
I'm thinking I should have played Water Dark Light aggro today.
Nick with his own 2 drop. Lux being just a little bit bigger than Cyber Trader. If he's got the Neuron though, then that doesn't matter.
That still doesn't fare that well against Saber Bolt, because the Dorados rely on the fact that
Instead, he plays a Gloom Hollow. All right. Either he does not have the Neuron, or he's trying to hold off on using it right now.
Go ahead.
At any point, he's getting in that early aggression because he knows that Birds and Bottles or Dragon Greed Dragons has a very aggressive late game, but it's slow, sluggish early game.
Remember, that deck always had turn 2 and turn 3 burn because it played 9 birds.
And now would be the great time to play the Neuron for Jacobs, who can swing on that Lux uninhibited, if he has it. If he has it.
That's not that much.
it's not that much, no.
Even if
He does not have it, sadly.
It's $20.
And because Nick has a Gloom Hollow out, it's really no point in swinging with the Axon. So now they're at an impasse, both with creatures that can attack, but both of them with Gloom Hollows that can block. Nick's at turn 5 now, I think. No, turn 4.
And no, you're playing to be top second seed. You're playing me for top 2. So you have to.
I'm so.
And another Gloom Hollow.
I'm so ready for Clash to hit.
Yeah.
I'm tired of all the current builds.
You're tired.
We got
just every
Does he have the
skill
neuron?
that's effective right now. I'm
Go
talking
ahead.
about
He's got all the
This is getting
bottle.
Nick with all of his gloom hollows. Jacob can't really do anything else right now.
Mono
Mono water
not
really-
viable. It's not.
It's not that played that
It
much.
hasn't bothered me. But I'm just.
It'll be more.
5 mana with a
it'll be more
bird.
next set because we're getting.
Throws down the
Did you see
Lyra.
their
We saw that
Cloud
coming.
Yesterday, last night,
Yes.
They spoiled Tritonus.
they did.
Yeah.
I wasn't even talking about that.
He's
But now we
also
got
Gold
the
2.0. King Tritonus, the War Monarch. He has War Monarch as ability, all water.
Now this is a guy that Gloom Hollow can't really afford to
So that
block.
means it's
So
going
that
for all of them.
that guarantees that the Monarch ability is going to be preset at 4,000.
Which means you're probably
Bone Blades
gonna be
and
playing-
Bottle.
basically mono water,
Nick with all the
like
great
King
shields.
Tritonus, Bottle,
Fucking
Corral.
And Cyber Water Engine. His second ability is.
That's even
when
worse.
he-
Well, actually, that's better because then
His
he's
first
burning
ability
his
is when
bottles.
enters play. Draw up to 5 cards.
So we're seeing what Nick will get off the bottle here.
Yeah,
His
Hopefully for
second
Jacob's
ability
sake, nothing too good.
is when you cast a spell,
Bottle's an irritating card to deal with because they could get the most fantastic thing in the world. Or they might not. You never know.
What game y'all?
We're on 2.
And he gets an Issel. That is the worst card.
And
For-
what's worse is it came out on your turn,
It's the worst
so
card
you can attack.
to come out of that bottle for Jacob.
Oh, 'cause he broke shield
Because
with
all
that
of his
bottle.
creatures are
That
tapped,
means the Dendrites
and
the
the
Axe are pretty much
Issel
dead unless he gets a
is
Derek.
going to keep them that way.
Go ahead.
Not to mention the fact that he could potentially go for game. Which game is this?
2.
And that's a Lux and another
Yeah.
Lux.
This is just a really bad position for Jacob.
It's over.
Nick having all the bottle luck.
Terrapit one.
And then he hits a Terrapit, but Nick has a bunch of Luxes out.
Pretty much.
Actually, no.
You could, and they
I'm
can
gonna do
attack.
that.
Yeah,
I'll do that one.
that way he
You
can't
said
swing
these
for
two?
game.
Choosing to
Terrapit.
2 Terrapits and shields again.
I did.
Fast turn.
He survives
Now.
this turn.
They don't
This'll-
attack.
This'll's
That's
still
right.
there.
Whistle's there. Son of a bitch. I need a Terrapit. It's not a Terrapit.
Even if you had a
You
terror.
got some nice cards. You just unfortunately need more mana.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. 2 bone blades or
I can't do 2 bone blades. I don't have enough.
Like I was saying, if he had more mana, he'd be straight. But
Can't do anything about it.
And Jacob's just like, let's see what the last shield
look
is.
at it.
Let's see if it's over. And it's over.
You said that was game 2.
yeah.
That was game
And that's match in Nick's favor. Nick got all the sweet bottle luck, so that means it's going to be me and Nick in the finals. Stay tuned for that video.
Twice to win it.
At least I
Additionally,
have all 3 Terrapits in my
as I
shield.
mentioned in past videos, stay tuned for
That
the
was annoying.
Dark Saberbolt profile that I used in this tournament.
All 3 Lux out as well.
So stay tuned for that. That's the match, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.